Yeah, I mean, even I don't know. Even sometimes the director would say, I'd ask him, or even and it's kind of left to interpretation, which is kind of one of the nice things about Draco's character is no one really knows what he's thinking. I don't think not even he knows what he's thinking. So, and that kind of continues in this film. Definitely, we see him not really being too sure where his loyalties lie and whether his courage will outweigh his weakness or his sheer being in sheer terror most of the time of Voldemort. So yeah, it's a good journey for him. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know. It's 19 years later. It's like, well, I wonder what happened in those 19 years for him. What sort of stuff did he get up to? I have not a scoop. I have not a clue. I really don't. But it's something that I'd like to chew the ear off of Joe Rowling one day and ask her. But I'm not sure. Probably evil ways, because you'll notice that he aged quite severely, and I think that's a message to kids to say crime doesn't pay. Possibly. Yeah, I mean, as a kid, you don't really question that much. I certainly didn't. You just got on with it. And we had no idea, obviously, that we were going to be here 10 years on. It was just another film, or a film. It wasn't this massive, important thing that it kind of is led to today. So it was a lot of fun. One of the first things we did was a night shoot, getting on the Hogwarts Express. You put 50 kids out at 2 in the morning on a platform and run around a train. They're going to be pretty excited. So yeah, morale was good on the set, if I recall, on the first night, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I hope that it. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm the first to say that it's the stories that have really kept the flame going. Really, that's the sort of burning light of the meat of the story, if you will, and it's kind of the fans that they're the ones who have been fueling it and keeping the whole thing going. So I hope that these are the stories that people of my generation and maybe yourself as well, that these are the stuff that we read to our kids, and hopefully the films kind of follow on that legacy, and we're all sort of sitting there 20 years from now talking about the good old days of literacy when Joe Rowling wrote Harry Potter. I can't see them really fading out or something replacing them, because I think they're such a unique entity, whether it's the films or the books or the loads of things that have kind of come off the back of it. So yeah, it's definitely inspired a lot of youngsters out there to write, to read, to try to get into that creative frame of mind. So it's a great thing, I think. I think she's inspired a whole generation, to be honest with you. There's some millions of them, and there's very few that I can really ever remember well. I mean, off the top of my head, we mentioned this getting on the train at platform 9 3/4. I vividly remember being 2 in the morning, and after the excitement of being there, the lull of 11-year-olds being tired settled in, and the first assistant director thought it would be apt to give everyone hot chocolate, which was great. We all loved that, and just to give the story a little kick, one of the guys who I was working with was crushing the empty cups with his foot, just to sort of do things that 12-year-olds do. And I put my cup down, and obviously he's trampled on it, and it's full of hot chocolate, which has gone nearly all over all the cast. So hot chocolate was banned on day one on the Harry Potter set, thanks to that guy. But I found it remarkably funny, to be honest with you. I can't see myself playing any other characters, to be honest with you, especially with the fact that the rest of the guys that they found were so good. No one could even touch, Daniel or Rupert when it comes to playing those guys' roles. So as much fun as it would have been to have been Harry or Ron, I dare not even step on the shoes of those guys. So yeah, I really can't see myself. The only thing I can see myself doing is in 20 years coming back and playing my dad on the remakes or something like that. But other than that, I can't see it happening, to be honest with you.